Nneka was glowing. Her skin was golden. Her body was like a fashion doll. Her style, untouchable. Final year student, full scholarship to the UK. Everything about her life was finally falling into place. But one free photo shoot, one luxury lash kit, one silent betrayal, and her future was almost stolen. This is a story about envy hidden behind compliments, about beauty used as a weapon, about why you must know who's touching your face, and why they're smiling. If you're a woman, this story is for you. Nneka never had to beg for attention. She walked into a room, and the room adjusted. Her figure was breathtaking, not just curvy, but graceful. She had that clean, expensive look. Always in soft makeup, sometimes a middle part bob, other times long human hair with layers and curls. Her skin tone? Deep caramel, even and glowing. Every color looked good on her, from lemon green to bright orange to fuchsia pink. Nneka didn't dress to prove anything. Her outfits were never shouting, but you could tell everything she wore was intentional and classy. Satin blouses, high-waisted jeans, fitted dresses, soft heels, perfume that made people turn. She was 23, in her final year of university, and had just secured a fully funded scholarship to UK for her master's. Her department celebrated her. Her lecturers were proud. Even students who had never spoken to her now sent her messages like, "You deserve everything coming your way. You're so inspiring." But not every heart clapping for you is clean. Her closest friend, Isioma, smiled the loudest. She posted her online, planned her mini send-forth, helped her shop. But deep down, Isioma was boiling. She had done everything to shine. Louder wigs, bolder clothes, Instagram skits, even risky private trips to get funding. Yet Nneka, soft-spoken and graceful, was the one flying abroad. But Isioma had something Nneka didn't know about. A distant cousin, an influencer with a hidden side hustle. She owned a beauty brand that sold unregistered lash packs, with a side business of spiritual enhancement for jealous clients. So Isioma called her cousin. "I want the one that works, the one that humbles beauty." The cousin said, "Bring her to me, but don't tell her anything. I'll give you lashes she'll never forget." Isioma smiled. "Just leave that part to me." It was Isioma's idea. "Let's do a farewell shoot for you. Nothing too serious, just something fun before you travel. You've always supported everyone. Let's support you this time." Nneka hesitated at first. She didn't like unnecessary attention, but Isioma insisted. She even booked the makeup artist and the studio. When Nneka arrived at the high-rise apartment studio in Lekki, she was impressed. The MUA was soft-spoken, gentle, and surprisingly respectful. "You have such clear skin. Honestly, you don't even need much," the MUA said, smiling. Nneka wore a silky off-shoulder top in burnt orange. Her wig was a bouncy, side-parted wine bob. Her nails were freshly done in nude almond tips. Her perfume, baccarat. "You're glowing already," Isioma whispered, filming her for IG story. Everything seemed perfect, until the MUA brought out the lashes. "This one just came in," she said. "It's not even in the market yet. Premium handmade mink. No glue needed. It comes with its own liner that bonds instantly." Nneka smiled. "Looks long, Shah. I hope it's not heavy. It's light like air. Trust me, you'll love it." The lashes were thick, jet black, fluffy, and unnaturally long, but when the MUA fixed them, they sat softly like clouds. Everyone in the studio gasped. "Nneka, this look, it's over. You don't even need filters." The shoot went beautifully. She took over 200 photos, laughed, twirled, gave poses, everything. When they got home, her mother was waiting. "You look beautiful, my daughter, but I hope all this extra eyelash isn't necessary. You were already beautiful." Nneka laughed gently. "Mommy, my friends just wanted to spoil me. That's all. It's nothing serious." She didn't know that a seed had just been planted, and a seed that would change everything. Nneka posted 3 photos from the shoot on Instagram. Within an hour, she had over 7,000 likes. Her DMs were overflowing with compliments. Your beauty is supernatural. You look like money and honey. Where did you do this face? I need your moi ASAP. Even some influencers she admired reposted her look on their story. Makeup brands she had applied to intern with months ago, they reached out asking if she'd be open to collaborations. She was overwhelmed, in the best way. Isioma, standing beside her, smiled while sipping wine. Nneka, they're seeing what I've always seen in you. UK is not ready. But that night, something strange happened. As Nneka sat in her room, wiping off her makeup with micellar water, she noticed something odd. Her lashes wouldn't move. She tugged softly at the corner. Nothing. She tried a cotton bud soaked in remover. Still stuck. It was as if they had fused with her skin. She laughed it off, thinking the liner must really be premium. Maybe I'll just leave it till morning, she told herself, yawning. But as she dropped her cleansing pad, her mum knocked. Nneka, sorry to disturb you. I had a dream. Nneka turned, surprised. Her mum rarely shared things like that. I saw you, walking on water, but you weren't walking normally. Something was holding your eyes open. You looked beautiful, but sad, and your face wasn't yours. Nneka chuckled awkwardly. Mummy, please. It's just sleep. Maybe it's because of the shoot today. Her mum nodded slowly. Just be careful. Not everything beautiful is safe. The next morning, Nneka woke up late. Her eyes felt tired, dry. She rubbed them gently but immediately winced. Her lids were slightly tender as if they had been overworked overnight. She stood in front of the mirror. Her skin was glowing, but her left eye looked a little puffy. Nothing dramatic, just slightly different. She applied a cold compress and brushed it off. That afternoon, she went to school to collect some final transcripts. A few girls stopped her on the hallway. You look like a goddess in your new shoot. That look gave me goosebumps. I saved it as wallpaper. Your lashes are something else, girl. Nneka smiled gracefully, grateful but confused by how intense everyone's reactions were. Even lecturers gave her longer looks than usual. On her way out, a final-year law student she had barely spoken to, Tunde, walked up to her. Hi, I know this is random, but you looked like something out of a magazine. I've seen beautiful girls, but you, I don't know, there's something about your eyes. She blushed softly and thanked him, but deep inside, she was starting to feel watched. By evening, Nneka was exhausted. She sat in front of her vanity mirror to remove her lashes again. Nothing. Still stuck. Still tight. And this time, the inner corner of her left eye was starting to itch. She tried not to panic. She remembered the Mia said the liner bonds gently but securely. Maybe it just needed time. She used steam, baby oil, everything she could think of. Still, nothing. She messaged the Mua. Hey, the lashes are still stuck. Any advice on how to remove them? The Mua left the message on red. No reply. She messaged Isioma. Babe, the lashes still haven't come off. Isioma replied, just give it time. Don't force it. You looked heavenly. Maybe it's just that your skin is sensitive. That night, Nneka tossed and turned in bed. Her eyelids felt hot. Her eye muscles were twitching. When she finally dozed off, she woke up at 3:15 a.m. with a strong urge to open the windows, even though the AC was on full blast. She didn't know why. She just felt strange. Her reflection in the mirror looked sharper than usual, too sharp. The days after the shoot were like a dream. Nneka's face was everywhere. Her photo was reposted by several fashion and beauty pages. Brands reached out to gift her PR boxes. Students in lower levels looked at her like a celebrity. Even lecturers began treating her with extra softness. Every time she walked into a room, people stared. That's the girl that got the UK scholarship. And did you see her shoot? She was trending. Her phone never stopped buzzing. At first, it felt surreal, a bit overwhelming, but beautiful. Her lashes gave her a kind of power. They weren't just lashes, they were a crown. But it didn't stop there. A brand called Lux Lash Africa reached out. They offered her a paid post and a free spa package. Another one wanted her to teach an online lash class. Even a bridal stylist invited her to be the face of their next campaign. She had never felt this wanted, this admired, this powerful. One afternoon, she sat at a cafe with Isioma, sipping her iced tea while checking emails. "Babes, since that shoot, your life has changed, oh," Isioma said with a forced laugh. Nneka looked up, smiling. "It's all God, you know nah. I still can't believe I'm going to the UK. The photos just added some spice." Isioma nodded but said little. Her eyes lingered too long on Nneka's face, then quickly darted away. "Met the way," Nneka added. "I want to go back to that mua. I need those lashes again. People don't stop talking about them." "You want to refix them?" "Yes now. They haven't come off and it's been days. But I want a fresh pair. They changed everything." Isioma looked at her, lips pressed together. She slowly stirred her drink. "I can help you book. Same place, same artist." Nneka smiled brightly. "Perfect. I want to look my best for my UK visa interview." And just like that, the second visit was arranged. Nneka arrived wearing a fitted mustard yellow dress with gold hoops and transparent heels. Her wig was a fresh 26-inch bone-straight unit, center part, with sleek baby hairs that curved like commas. As she stepped in, the receptionist lit up. "Welcome back, Miss Nneka. We've been expecting you." She was ushered into the glass room again, and the same muwa greeted her with that calm smile. "Your skin is still like velvet. Let me touch you up." They exchanged small talk. The muwa complimented her success. "I saw your feature on Lux Style Africa. You're going global." Nneka smiled. "Thank you. It all started after the shoot here. I feel like this studio is my good luck charm." The muwa unwrapped the new lash box. Again, it wasn't branded, just sleek and black with a faint shimmer. "You still want the same style?" "Yes, that same one. The one from last time." The lash strip was soft, fluffy, thick, unnaturally perfect. As the muwa lined her eyes, Nneka felt the same subtle coolness. And once the lashes were applied, a wave of relaxation spread through her shoulders. She blinked. Her eyes looked bigger. Her face seemed richer. "Perfect again," she whispered. After payment, she stepped out of the building and immediately noticed people watching. A guy nearly walked into a signpost while trying to catch a second glance. Even the Uber driver who picked her up kept looking at her through the rearview mirror. "Madam, sorry to say, but your eyes are like cinema. Are you a model?" Nneka laughed, but her heart beat faster. It was happening again. 2 days after her second visit, Nneka began to feel the shift. She was doing her skincare routine at night when she noticed her left eyelid felt tight. Not painful, just strange. Like something was sitting beneath the skin. She leaned closer to the mirror, nothing obvious, but her eye twitched subtly, like a muscle spasm. She turned away and picked her silk bonnet from the vanity. Just then, her phone buzzed. It was a message from Isioma. "Hey, just checking in. How are the lashes holding up?" "Perfect," she replied. "Better than perfect." "No irritation or anything?" "None. Why?" "Just asking. Some people say heavy lashes cause dryness." Nneka paused, staring at the screen, then replied, "Mine feel weightless, like they were made for me." That night, she slept peacefully, but by morning her left eye was puffy. Still no pain, but visibly swollen. She applied a cold jade roller and skipped makeup for the day. As she walked around her house, her mum called out from the dining table, "Nneka, come, let me see your face." She walked over. Her mum looked at her closely, then gently cupped her chin. "Your left eye is swelling. What happened?" "It's just tiredness, Mummy, maybe allergies. It will go." Her mum nodded slowly. "You need to rest. I know you're preparing to travel, but health first." Nneka smiled and walked back to her room. As she passed the hallway mirror, she glanced at her reflection. Her eye looked normal now, even perfect. She smiled. But as she turned away, the mirror glitched. Her reflection lingered for 1 second longer than her. She didn't notice, but something had shifted. Something was watching her, from inside the beauty. The morning of her UK visa interview arrived. Nneka had laid out her clothes the night before. A soft coral pink blazer, fitted cream trousers, and her favorite nude Louboutin heels. Her makeup was subtle, just enough to enhance her glow, and her hair was a straight 20-inch blunt-cut bob in jet black. Her lashes still looked immaculate. At the embassy, the security guard complimented her. "Good morning, Ma. Your eyes are very bright. I like your confidence." She smiled politely and walked in. In the waiting room, Nneka began to feel a slow pulsing behind her left eye. A dull, gentle throb, like a reminder that something was there. She rubbed her eye lightly, then stopped. She didn't want to ruin anything. When her name was called, she stood and walked in. She sat before the visa officer, an elegant British woman who barely smiled. "Miss Nneka Onwudiwe, right?" "Yes, ma'am." "You're applying for a Tier 4 student visa. I see you were awarded a full scholarship. Congratulations." "Thank you." The woman looked up, then paused. She tilted her head slightly and narrowed her eyes. "Sorry, Are you okay? Your left eye seems a bit swollen." Nneka blinked. "Oh, I think it's just tiredness. I'm fine." "Are you sure? It's slightly red." Nneka felt her stomach twist. She gave a soft, embarrassed laugh. "Maybe the AC. I have sensitive skin." The woman nodded slowly and continued with the interview. Nneka answered all the questions calmly, but inside, panic had begun to rise. She could feel her eye throbbing harder. Something was wrong. As soon as she left the room, she went to the restroom and looked at herself in the mirror. Her left eye was bloodshot. Not the whole eye, just the inner corner. It looked angry, inflamed. She wiped it with a tissue. Nothing came out, but it felt wrong. She blinked and tried to smile. "It's nothing," she whispered. "Just tension. It will go." But her smile didn't reach her eyes. 2 days later, Nneka received a call from Orabella Cosmetics, one of the top luxury makeup brands in Nigeria. They wanted to feature her in their upcoming Beauty Without Borders campaign. "We love your look. It's sophisticated, clean, and global. Would you be available for a video shoot this weekend?" Nneka agreed immediately. This was a big deal. The shoot was held at a private villa in Lekki Phase 1. Every corner of the space screamed money. Velvet curtains, gold hardware, scented candles that smelled like vanilla and ambition. She was assigned a soft gold satin robe and instructed to sit in the makeup chair for light touch-up. The creative director walked in, a tall, dark-skinned woman with short platinum hair and sharp eyes. She scanned Nneka up and down, then paused. "Her left eye, is that irritation?" Nneka froze. "No, ma'am, it's just, I've had a long week, probably stress." The makeup artist leaned in and gently touched her cheek. "She's right. There's slight inflammation around the lash line. Should I remove the lashes and reapply a fresh pair?" Nneka panicked. "Please, no. They're semi-permanent. It's okay. I can manage." They hesitated, but nodded. The shoot went on. Nneka posed, smiled, laughed. But behind every smile, she felt the pulsing pressure in her eye. A slow ache, a nagging throb. By the time she got home, her eye was twitching. She locked her room door and exhaled. Then she cried. She didn't know why, but something inside her told her this was bigger than lashes. That night, Nneka stood in front of her mirror again. Her lashes still looked flawless. The curl, the volume, the balance. They were too perfect. But her eye, now fully red around the edges, told a different story. She tried hot compress. She tried cool compress. Nothing helped. She opened her drawer and took out a cotton pad, soaked it in micellar water, then carefully tried to lift the lash band from the corner. It didn't move. She tried the other corner. Still, nothing. Her hands began to shake. She soaked the pad again, pressed it to her eyelid and counted to 20, then tried to peel. Suddenly, a sharp, stinging pain shot through her temple. She gasped and stepped back. She looked at the pad. Nothing. No glue, no makeup, just her own tears. She looked in the mirror again, and for a moment, just a blink, her eye looked clouded, like something was swirling behind the pupil. She blinked again. It was gone. But now her heart was beating like a drum. She sat down, took her phone and opened her chat with Isioma. "Isioma, please, what exactly was in those lashes?" The message showed, Delivered. Read. But no reply. The next morning, Nneka woke up with her left eye completely swollen shut. There was no warning, no gradual buildup, just a thick, burning sensation. A tightness that felt like her skin was pulling. She stumbled to the mirror, heart pounding. Her eye was bulging, red, watery. Her entire left cheek had puffed slightly. She gasped, dropped her phone. Panic rushed through her like fire. "Mummy?" Her mom came rushing in, froze, then screamed. "Jesus, Nneka! What happened to your face?" They rushed to a private clinic in Victoria Island. The doctor took one look and ordered tests. The diagnosis came back in under an hour. Severe allergic conjunctivitis, suspected chemical-induced corneal damage. The doctor asked questions. "Have you applied any new eye products recently? Did you use any unregulated lash glue or liner?" Nneka stuttered. "It was a lash kit, a luxury one, from a top mua." The doctor frowned. "We need to begin treatment now, otherwise the damage may be irreversible." They administered eye drops, pain relievers, antibiotic creams. Still, the swelling got worse by the evening. By the next morning, she couldn't see clearly from her left eye. It was as though someone had poured smoke over her vision. Nneka's UK scholarship came with a condition. She had to travel within a set window. That window was closing. She emailed the embassy requesting a health extension. She submitted her medical reports, photos, doctor's notes. They responded 2 days later. "We regret to inform you that due to the lapse of your response deadline and entry time frame, your current Tier 4 visa application has been cancelled. You may reapply next cycle." Nneka collapsed on the living room floor when she read it. All her effort, all her planning, gone, because of lashes. Her mother held her and cried silently. That night, Nneka deactivated her Instagram. She refused to see anyone. She turned down brand emails, declined calls. 1 week later, her doctor referred her to an ophthalmologist. They ran deeper tests, found microscopic scars beneath her eyelid. Whatever was in that glue, it wasn't meant for human skin. The ophthalmologist asked for the lash kit, but Nneka had thrown it away in anger. She tried to trace the makeup studio. It had shut down. Website offline, number disconnected. She called Isioma. "EC, please, who really gave you that lash plug?" Silence. "Isioma, I'm begging you. My vision is almost gone. The embassy canceled my visa. Just tell me the truth." A long pause. Then, "It wasn't supposed to go this far. I didn't think she'd actually use the glue." "What? Who?" "A friend, from a WhatsApp group. She sells enhancement products, things that can make you stand out." "Isioma, you gave me poison." Isioma burst into tears. "I was jealous, okay? You got the scholarship, the features, the followers. You were already perfect. And still you kept rising. I just wanted to slow you down." Nneka's hand trembled. She cut the call, collapsed on her bed, and cried like she had never cried in her life. Her eye, her dream, her friendship, her future, all ruined by a product she never asked for. She spent 3 more days in the hospital. Eventually, she underwent a minor eye surgery to remove the tissue damage. She regained 60% vision in that eye. But it would never be the same, and neither would she. 3 weeks later, Nneka posted a photo. No filters, no makeup. Her left eye covered gently with designer sunglasses. Caption: "Be careful who touches your face. Be careful what you wear. Beauty is not always safe. Hashtag my story soon." Within hours, her post hit 80,000 likes. DMs poured in. Blog pages picked it up. Former schoolmates sent supportive comments. Brands who previously ghosted her apologized and asked if she needed support. Then the real story broke. A thread went viral on Twitter. Threshold: how envy, fake lashes, and a friend's betrayal nearly cost a Nigerian scholar her sight. Read this with your chest. The screenshots, the hospital reports, and a screen record of Isioma's confession from a leaked voice note flooded the internet. People were angry, outraged. This is why you don't envy your friends. May every Isioma around me be exposed. She almost went blind just for being beautiful. Nneka did a video interview with a women's wellness podcast. Face bare, voice soft, but her words, strong. She detailed everything. The shoot, the second appointment, the pain, the silence, the hospital, the betrayal. I didn't come here to name and shame. I came here to warn. Know what you're putting on your body, know who is touching your skin, and protect your eyes. You only get 2. The video reached 2.5 million views in 4 days. Health agencies began investigating underground lash brands. Students across campuses began throwing away random lash kits. Makeup influencers released statements swearing transparency. A beauty law firm reached out to help Nneka press charges, but she declined. I'm not here for revenge, I'm here for healing. Months later, Nneka got another scholarship, this time to a top university in Canada. She packed slowly. Before boarding her flight, she posted one final photo. No makeup, no lashes, just her smiling. Between real beauty isn't what makes people turn heads. It's what lets you sleep at night. #healed. And with that, she boarded her flight. Stronger, wiser, free. Moral of story. Not every compliment is pure. Some smiles hide sharp knives. Never let pressure push you into wearing what you don't understand. Your beauty is yours. Don't hand it to strangers in the name of trends. Real confidence is built from the inside out, not glued on. Be alert, be wise, be safe. Because not every product was made for protection. Some were made for destruction. Hey family, thank you for staying till the end of this powerful story. If it touched you, made you feel something, or taught you a lesson, please leave a comment below and let us know what stood out to you the most. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you loved this, go check out our other gripping stories. You won't regret it. Until next time, stay wise, stay beautiful, stay protected.